Hello and welcome back. Very excited to have you here for the 15th of December. So let's get this one open and see what we've got today. So we've got something extremely special today. So just going to show you this and then I'm going to pan you down and explain. So today we got this little darling in the advent calendar. A couple of videos ago you may remember me talking about a friend of mine online who makes moulds, and I've got quite a few bits and pieces from her. She also 3D prints things, and she sent me this a while ago, and it is just adorable. There are some little holes in the back so you can get just teeny tiny screws or pins, and you can wall mount it if you'd like. But this is a tiny Grinch bookshelf that she made. So that signifies that today we have something extremely important. We have got the Grinch cups. Oh my god. So the first thing to note with this one is that the capsule is completely different colour to all the others. It's like a Grinchy green. The capsule top is the same as we got with the reindeer, the roast beef and the snowman cake, because it's from the same series. So the first thing that we get is this cute little box. So it says mug and spoon set. It says 4 pieces. It's got that cute little iconic symbol on it, which as you can see matches up with that. It shows you there's 2 spoons and the 2 mugs that we're going to get in this one. Really, really lovely imagery. The Grinch, Dr. Seuss, 4-piece mug and spoon set. And then on the bottom we've got all of that Dr. Seuss Enterprises, showing it's fragile. So the first thing that we have in here if I can get it out, we have got 2 of these beautiful little mugs. They are so cute. So put them to one side. Very, very lovely. I feel like it's the same, yeah, it's the same face. Very, very sweet. Love those. And then we've got these 2 adorable little spoons. Very Whoville-esque. So I'm just going to pop that little box off to the side. Come back to that. I have to say, I'm going to put this to one side as well. I have to say this is probably my favourite table of all time. The Grinch, Dr. Seuss, 2025, gold base, and a really gorgeous tabletop, I think. Absolutely stunning. We've also got this lovely little pink cake tray with stars on it. Dr. Seuss like stars. And this little cloche. Now I'm guessing that that's the foot of one of the creatures. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like to me. It's going to be one of the feet. Very, very sweet. That will make sense in a bit. And this really lovely paper with the Grinch all over it, doing all kinds of really sweet little things. Put that to one side. The next thing that we got in this pack is heart-shaped cookies, 6 pieces, and they all interlock together, which I'll show you in a minute actually. 1 second. So on there we've just got that again, nothing else on there. But as you can tell, this is the first time I've opened these. I've seen other people make these online as usual, but I haven't actually opened the kit or made it myself. So again, it's a nice, exciting first time for us all here. So I'm just going to open that. I'm going to open that packaging upside down so the cookies don't flip out everywhere, as is my usual style. Okay, so as I said, we've got 3 different sizes of cookies, because obviously the Grinch's heart starts this size. and then it grows a little bit. Eek. Grows a little bit, and then it grows 3 times that day. So they're very, very sweet. Anyway, so before we unpack the rest, I'm just going to quickly show you what they're intended for, because it's quite simple. So you put the big one there, you put the smaller one inside it, and then you put the tiny one inside, and you get some little cookies. Pop the little cloche on, and that's nice and simple. So I'll put that to one side. And you have got another full set there as well, should you need it. You can probably put them 2 deep, but we'll see. I'm sure you probably can, but it doesn't seem to make much sense to me to have both of them. And obviously you'll have a little cookie tray which has got hearts all over it. It's quite bendy. I wouldn't advise bending it too much, but yeah, very sweet little tray. Love that. So you also get the Who Express, which obviously a little cart, and you get a little handle for that. So just pop, which way would that go around? That way, I imagine. So you just pop that in there like that, and then you got a little cart you can pull along. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it must go that way, but it seems odd that it would. The wheels do move, which is very sweet. So we love that. Pop that to one side. We also get this little jar. There you are. The Grinch. Nothing written on it, but you can see you've got like a peppermint design on the top, and then you've got tiny little marshmallows and tiny little hearts. Very cute. Then the next thing we have is this little Grinch milk, hot cocoa. Very cute. Little can design on top. And then the final thing that we have in this set is the Grinch milk. Actually, that one says the Grinch milk, but that's the powder to colour this. And this one actually is the Grinch milk by Dr. Seuss. Let me just remove this for you 1 second. Sorry about this, there we are. Okay, so let's take that off. And then we've got the mini stuff. Again, if you want to, I'm just trying to get it so it's not got the light on it. There you go. If you want to pause that and have a read, you're more than welcome to. Trying to work out where the best is for you. Probably there. So yeah, very cute. Love the graphics on all of this. It's probably one of my favourite sets so far, I have to say. So just pop the capsule back together. I'm going to put my leftovers in there, because I do not want them getting mixed up, because they are adorable. Oh, I didn't even realise you got little cute. Anyhow, so that's all of that to one side. Then we'll take a look at the collector's guide. So obviously we've done the reindeers, we've done the snowman cake. I do have this one ready to do in a later video. And then today we've got the Grinch cups, hot cocoa. So that's everything that we just unboxed. It is an ultra rare. And then this is what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is put the milk in, and then put some of the milk colouring in, mix it all up, and then it says to put the toppings on, then cure it, put the cookies on the plate, which we've already done, and then put them onto there. Very simple. I'm not going to do it quite the same, obviously, but I am going to put the milk in, colour it, cure it. So I'm going to put it a little bit lower than they say, cure it, then put a little bit more on, and then put those bits in so they don't sink all the way in, because I don't know how light or heavy these are. If they're really, really light, then they're going to sit on top nicely. But if they are a bit heavier, then they're just going to sink straight and you're going to lose them. So you don't want that. So let me just take this little seal off. Grab my tweezers. I feel this is much easier. If you don't have a pair of these, get yourself some. These ones were just in a, I think they were in an eyebrow set, actually, that I've had for absolutely years. I've never used them. So I started using them recently in my private life to do minis. And yeah, love them. They are wonderful. That looks like it's going to be quite easy to come out, actually. I love the shape of this bottle. We've got a nice little thumb groove there. So just pop some of that in there. Let that settle a minute. And do the same in there. Let that settle a minute. Pop the lid back on. Put that upside down, and I'm just going to check for bubbles. Yes, you've got a big one there. So we just pop that, leave that there for a couple of minutes just to let it settle and let all the bubbles come to the top, and then I'll pop them and I'll come right back. While I was just waiting for that to rise and popping the bubbles, I noticed that the lid on this one looks a bit like the Dr. Seuss top hat, which I thought was very cute. I don't know if that's the intention, but that's what it looks like to me. So that's very cool. So the next thing we're going to do, now that we've let that settle, and there were a couple of bubbles that came up, which I've just popped off camera for you, because I know it can get tedious otherwise. So I'm just going to take that plastic seal off. Take that cap off. That is lovely colour for the Grinch. Look at that. Oh, 1 second. Look at that colour. So just going to pop some of that in there now. Come on. There we go. Same on the other side. I've put a little bit more in this one, so I'm going to have to even that up, I feel. Putting a little bit more in the other side as well, because we don't want the hot chocolate to be different colours now, do we? That will be silly. So, okay, I'll just pop that in that lid just in case we do need some more. Yeah, it looks maybe a little bit more in this one actually. Okay. Right, so now that we've done that, I'm going to give that a little stir. Instantly you can see the colour difference. That's craziness. Let's just keep mixing that until there are no lumps. Like that. Pop the spoon in there, do the same thing on this one. Okay, and then we're going to pop a bit more milk in this one. Give it a stir. Really is a beautiful Grinch colour, that. Very happy. And then put a bit more milk in this one. Give that another stir. Make sure that's all nice and combined. I think this one I'm going to put into one of the cups and set it. And then the other spoon I'm just going to have on the side. I think that look nice. So put a bit more of the milk in here. About there. Same on this one. I've left the spoon in on that one while I put the milk in, as you probably noticed, because obviously the spoon is going to add a bit of height to the resin, and I wanted to get an accurate representation of how much I'm going to need to put in. If I didn't have the spoon in there, let me just illustrate what I'm talking about so you can see, well, you probably can't see, but the level is a lot lower because the spoon's not in there displacing some of that resin. Obviously this one's now a lot higher when I put the spoon in. This is going to be the one that doesn't have the spoon in at the end. So give that a nice mix, make sure that's all thoroughly combined. Obviously you can make this darker or lighter to your heart's content. I quite like the idea that it's a bit lighter. But yeah, you can add as much or as little of the powder in as you like. Obviously, it's completely up to you. Okay, so I'm going to pop that spoon in and leave that there. Just check the levels. Yeah, I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do is just roll it around so that green goes all the way to the top, because I'm going to top it off with just the white. I think that would look quite nice. Look like it's got a bit of cream on top of it to put the bits in. And to be fair, that's what it does show doing. Actually no, it doesn't, because we've already put the green in, but I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to put some of the white milk in the top there when we put the marshmallows in. So I'm just going to go and grab my torch and I'll be right back. Okay, I am now back. So just double check there's no bubbles or anything. We have got a couple of bubbles in there, but that's fine because, as I say, I'm going to put another layer over the top, so I'm not too bothered about that. So making sure that resin is thoroughly out of the way, just going to pop my lamp onto that. I'm going to leave that there for 2 minutes because I have put quite a thick layer of resin in, and then I will come right back. Okay, so when I was coming close to the end of the curing, I did put them like that, put the torch up and put them on there, just to make sure that the bottom is definitely cured. But yeah, they are rock solid. So now we're going to grab our milk. We're going to pop, just give that a minute because I didn't leave it upside down because I'm silly. Just give that a minute for that to start flowing. There we go. So we don't need much on the top here, we just need a very thin layer. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. So I didn't want a thick layer on there, I just wanted a little bit just to give it a bit of a top. It's a shame that none of these ingredients are small enough to put on those little shells, but I have got plans for them. Obviously when we made the snowman cake, we did have a lot of those little trees left over, and I thought they remind me of the Grinch. So I'm going to put some little trees in there and stuff, and maybe make some little bits from scratch to go on there. So I'm just double checking these because I noticed some of them have a bit of flashing left on them where they've come out of the mould. Like this one, for example, there's like a little bobble on the edge. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and just cut that off because I'm very particular. Okay. And then, oops. I'm just going to take that and just pop it on there. Obviously, we want it to be quite natural looking, but I also want to be able to see all of the little bits and pieces. So I am sort of positioning them a little bit, but not overly manipulating it. And I'm glad that we did it this way because, as you can see, with the way that this is now, it's sort of sinking a little bit, let alone if we'd done it the other way around and done the whole lot and then cured it. Which way around does that heart go now? Can't even see the heart shape. Feel like it's that way. Yeah, it is. Oh, this is a nightmare. We didn't even put much resin on there, did we? Okay. I just want it like up against that marshmallow. Maybe I'll turn the marshmallow around a little bit. Sorry about this. I promise I won't be as particular with the others. I just wanted to be able to see at least one heart and one marshmallow on the top. So I'm just going to try that again. Just going to clean these off. I'll try that again with a fresh heart. And hope that this one goes face. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Then we'll put a marshmallow there. Marshmallow there. And there. There. I don't want to go crazy with them because, as I say, I want to be able to see them. I want it to sort of be a bit more detailed. I don't want it to be a chaotic mess. Obviously, when I do have hot chocolate, which is very rare, it is a chaotic mess. But I don't want that for this one. So just stab that down a little bit, same as that one. Just want to cover all of those machine marks. Another marshmallow here, and then some more hearts. I do love the story of the Grinch, and my son absolutely adores it. I got this one for him, although I'm making it because I don't feel, as I've said a million times at this point, I don't feel that resin is suitable for children. Obviously with adult supervision and a lot of PPE, it's fine, but I don't feel like resin is a good idea for children. I think it's, it can be quite toxic, as we all know. I've got one here that didn't actually work. Look at that. That's just a sprinkle at this point. There's no heart shape there. You are not going in my build. Another heart on top like that. Oh, we've got a tiny weeny one. That one's so small. No, I like you too much. Oh, there are some tinier ones. Oh, I wonder if that's on purpose. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I like that a lot. That's made me very happy. So let's put some smaller ones in there as well as the bigger ones. Oh, that's very cool. There, okay. So that I think is enough marshmallow for the top of this and enough hearts. So I'm just going to cure that one up. It shouldn't take too long. And look at how those marshmallows glow under the UV. I do love it. Makes me very happy. So cure that one up. As I say, it shouldn't take very long, so I'm not going to pause you or anything. Okay, just double check. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to focus. There. Look at that. It's so cute. So that's one done. And then this one, again, we've got a little bit of flashing there, so I'm going to, instead of trying to cut all of these off, I'm just going to face them down into the resin when they've got flashing. Pop a little heart there. Another one there. Another one there. Marshmallow. Marshmallow face down. Get off of my tweezer. That'll do. Go on. Another one. Does this one have any flashing on it? If it doesn't, it's going upright. It does a little bit. The only problem with these is because they obviously do come out of a mould at the factory, you do get a little bit of, and most people probably wouldn't care, I'm way more particular than I should be, I know. So if you're shouting at your screen right now, I do apologise. I know I'm a bit too particular, and I know that can probably get very tedious to watch, but I am trying to let things go more. There we go. Okay. There we are. Pop you over there. I don't want to end up with more than I have over there, so I'm just going to quickly count there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so one more marshmallow. Again, I know I'm too particular. It doesn't really matter, but I would like them to be somewhat symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many have I got? Oh, I do apologise, hiccups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. You go there. There we go. 6. And another weeny one there. That looks good to me. So let's just do that. Make sure that's nice and cured. Sorry about this, just making sure it's nice and set, and then we can see how it all looks together. So I'm just going to have a quick clean up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've had a clean up. As you can see, we still have quite a lot of the marshmallows and hearts left over, quite a lot of the powder, whoops, a little bit of the milk left over. We've got our lovely little table with our beautiful little cookies on it. And then we've got our lovely little Who Express carts with our hot chocolates on it. And I have popped that spare spoon on the tray. I think they're adorable. I've been waiting to do this one for a long time. As I say, my son's obsessed with the movie. And yeah, I just think it's turned out really, really lovely. Please comment below and tell me how you think it went. Again, have you done this one? How did it turn out for you? Please do like and subscribe. Please tell all of your family and friends if you think they'll be interested in this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.